Hello, hello. Welcome back to Charlie the Bear Racing Channel. We've got my friend Enzo here.
Hello.
Uh, Tell us a little about yourself, Enzo.
I've been racing for about 4 years now. I crash a fair bit, more so than I actually should be crashing. But when I'm not crashing, I'm doing all right.
What position are you in right now?
I think like fifth or sixth.
All right. Okay. So right now this is just some practice quali. Got Henry on my side here. He's just gonna blow by me. Yep, real smooth. What the heck? Anything to say?
Uh, I mean, first of all, that guy probably should have stayed on the track right there. The ideal line is usually on the pavement or the concrete. But no, I think I did all right when we were racing that day.
Yeah.
I think I finished fourth.
Oh, right. You had that. You had that like the best time of the day, I think, right?
Yeah, I had fastest lap in the final, but finished third because the two guys in first, you just like they were bump drafting the entire time, so they just pull away like 5 seconds a lap almost.
Yeah, that sucks. Got this guy in front of me. He's like swaying back and forth. I'm just trying to get in his draft. I did just have a no, sorry. This is I should have told you guys. This is corporate loop with back bowl. This is probably one of my favorite configurations. But next week, I know I'm behind, but next week it will be my favorite configuration with the turn one hairpin, turn five, and the back bowl. Or no, that's week four. Week four. So race four is gonna come up probably in a little bit. I'm just trying to get by them, but I gave them a little bump and not goodbye.
Here we have different lines on.
Yeah. Right now I'm just trying to get by this person. Yeah. I believe they're new. Anyway, yeah, but next week is one of my favorite configurations. It's fun. I love turn one because nobody knows what the heck they're doing. All right. Any more things? You got any more questions, Enzo?
No, more of like a. I enjoy corporate loop with back bowl. That's probably my second favorite behind full track with back bowl because I'm very good at corporate loop with the back bowl. I think my average finish there in the past 3 seasons is like four or fives or fourth or fifth. So clearly I can figure that out.
That's pretty good. Okay, I just passed that person. I'm very happy with myself. I think this is the spot where I was starting to sing Taylor Swift, I think. But I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Anywho, we've got probably one more lap to go, and then we will get to pre-final. I just had a crummy crummy little crummy little thing there, but this the guy in front of me, we encounter some really bad parts of racing room. He didn't really understand that you're not allowed to run anybody off the road, or but he stuck with me if I tried when I tried to pass him. I think he went wide. Oh, I think he was next lap actually. Next lap I went side by side, but he was not aware that I was behind him there. It's just have you had any bad crashes in this corporate loop?
Corporate loop with like the normal like the first race of the season, I got a concussion racing corporate loop, and I also got another one racing short track with
Right on.
back bowl.
Can you tell me what happened on both of those by chance? We will probably put in some foreshadowing right now, but go ahead.
Yeah, the corporate loop one, it was I was having a pretty bad race. I actually qualified third, but then got wrecked in the pre-final, so I started last. And then I was trying to make a move for to get by a guy,
Uh,
and then I went off, or I like clipped the curb a little bit because I went for a pass in a place where you're not usually supposed to pass on the inside.
yeah, the turn five where it cuts through. Nobody passes there. Go ahead.
No, it was in the S, like that, like little S there.
Like, so we're coming through, and then
Yeah, like this bit
this spot
right.
right here, you did a pass? No,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
right
nobody.
there.
Nobody really tries to pass here. Anyway, you run over that curb on the right for a second, and what do you do?
The rear end hops off the ground a little bit, and it snaps out. I overcorrect. I go into the wall. Very good. Uh,
AKA just runs right into the barrier.
I've had an airborne crash.
Did you actually?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
You had an air.
Yeah, I had an airborne crash in my first year. It was may have been short track. Uh, it was into this set of corners right here.
Wait, I think I saw the video to that. I think.
Yeah, I've had like my brakes were a little weak, and then we were like 3 or 4 wide entering the corner, and then I was just wrong place, wrong time. Climbed over the left or right front of another go kart, then hit a wall.
Sounds amazing. All right. So I'm just trying to be back, but we will be back in a second. We will get get to the pre-final. We will see how bad my driving is or how good my driving is. We'll wait and see. But I will tell you now that it is not the best outcome I could have possibly had. My cart ended up. I actually learned the next day. I was working the next day. I ended up learning the next day that it had a flat tire. The cart that I had at the end. So you'll see how bad it ended up for me, but it was rough. Okay, and we are recording. We just did a whole thing and it did not record, so we are. Ugh, it's annoying. Anyway, all right, we are starting seventh and coming around to we're going short corporate loop back bowl coming through, doing a couple of bumps. I'm getting bumped from behind too though. All right, and we are green. All right, not to a bad start. This guy in front of that. We're not doing racing line. What are we doing here? Just checking my GoPro. All right. You got any questions for me?
Yeah. Have you had any bad crashes or no?
I've had a couple of bad crashes. I'll have a really bad, probably my worst crash yet next video, so stay tuned for that. But I had a turn one incident last year where I spun out and the guy in front of me panic spun as well and we hit like head on. That one hurt pretty bad. But yeah, that's about it. Man, I should have had you for next week because like you're kind of like the crash king. So like yeah that should have been I should have brought you there.
Yeah, that actually I might go by that now. I crash a fair bit. It's either I'm running like top five or I'm in an accident. There's no in between. That's usually how it goes.
I hate it when I crash. All right, just trying to pass this guy here. So I am sixth now, right? Yeah, sixth. Guy in front of me, I know I can pass. I passed him last year a bunch, but just trying to, this guy on the side. He's not very he's good, but he just it's very aggressive driver. He's just I don't want to spin out, right? He's just like he does not care. Anywho, coming through S's, trying to just get by him, but this guy in front, but I just can't. All right, Enzo, what is like the best position you've ever gotten without cutting the track? Because I know that you cut the track a couple times by accident because of certain drivers running you off the road.
Yeah, I think my best. I was technically second on the last corner of a race, but then I got bump and run, so I ended up finishing fourth. But I finished third a couple times, and most of the times when I've finished third, I've qualified like fifth or worse. And the times that I end up qualifying good is I never get good results out of it, which is weird, but yeah.
Okay, and just sorry, I'm just trying to get by these guys here. I got my friend Riker up in oh my goodness, I forgot about that. I remember that. It was rough. The guy pass somewhat decently. Yeah, the guy behind me, the red helmet guy, he's my probably one of my greatest friends. No, Enzo's probably my best friend for karting, but one of my friends from karting, he happens to be in my weight class. He's very confident, which is not a strong suit for him. But anyway, uh, he's quite the good driver. He just had a crappy kart. We're just coming around. I believe I'm gonna get last lap board. Am I? Am I gonna get last lap board? No, I'm not gonna get last lap board. I'm just leaning. Got any questions for me?
I mean, out of all your races that you've done, which one has been like your favorite race at all time?
I honestly, well, that's hard. Uh, the Race of Champions last year was very fun because everybody was just trying to have fun. Nobody really cared about a position. So everybody was really just trying to have fun, and it was quite interesting, the race. It was a bunch of people were running people off the road and pit maneuvering and complete chaos, but it was still quite fun. Yeah, it was full track, right? So it's also like it was probably that was probably my best, yeah, my favorite, most favorite race.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple races where I think my favorite race though that I've had was my first podium because I got my braces off the next day and I graduated later in the week. Or no, I graduated the week after, so it was just like a very good week. But it was I think I qualified like seventh or eighth, but had one of the best carts I've ever had in both of them. So or the in the final for when I had my first podium, it was at a okay cart, but it came to life towards the end. So I almost got second. If there was like another lap and a half, I would have got second, but
Right on, right on. Okay. This is we just hit checkered, yeah. Okay, sweet. So fourth place there. I'm not too shabby. I'm pretty happy about it actually. I've got no, I've got probably some competition up ahead, but those are we've got five really good driver. It goes there's four, so it goes Riker, and then there's Henry, and then there's Chase and Brandon. Brandon, me and him are probably on the same level. He's probably just a little bit better than me, but he's still pretty good. And then it goes me, and I would say I just always try to stay up with those guys, but it's pretty hard. What the heck happened there? Did I just get rear-ended a bunch? I don't know what happened there. Anyway, just coming into pits. We'll see you next time. All right. Last race I have cart 80, and this cart has a flat tire. We've got probably yeah, no, that is Brandon. Okay, we've got Brandon in front. Then we've got Chase and Henry. I've got Riker on my tail. He's gonna swoop by at some point and pass me, but all right, here we go. Anything to say, Enzo?
yeah, I mean, you said it had a flat. I've only ever had like one mechanical issue, and it was someone pushed me off the track, and then there was a vibration in the rear the rest of the race.
A vibration?
Yeah, it wasn't really mechanical, but someone pushed me off the track, and I had a cone wedged in my right rear wheel the entire race.
No, you serious? What? Wow. Okay. And
The kart was a little bit slower, it was like a couple tenths off the pace afterwards, but I didn't end up losing many positions out of it. I only lost like one or two.
that's not bad. But this is my first time I've ever had a mechanical issue on in one of my carts. I think you can see when I'm going through corners that it'll start bouncing. That's because the tires are one is overinflated and then the other one is deflated. So like watch, see like I'm like bouncing a bunch. That's just because of that tire. So this guy's gonna pass me. I'm not gonna be happy about it. And then we're gonna have another guy and another and another. And it's just not gonna be fun. Just coming up, you can see like these guys are pulling away ever so slightly, but now it's starting to get severe. I'm just trying to keep up, but like, these guys are gonna pass me at some point. Um, this is probably our junkiest cart. I was working the next day, and one of the drivers' panel on this cart actually like almost flew off. We had to call it into pits, and like not fun either. And then we figured out that the flat tire happened that day. It was just not the best. I'm getting bump drafted right now by Riker. I'm just trying to like spin. I'm just trying to like be a little bit sideways so I don't bounce a bunch like that. That wasn't bad there, but yeah. All right, you got any more questions, Enzo?
No, but one of the worst feelings that I like that you can have is when you have like a bad cart and you're just like bleeding positions. That is like bottom five feeling of all time.
I totally agree. I hate it when I have some like I'm just not on my A game like that day, and it's just like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, there goes another one. It's just not. No, it's whatever. It's whatever. Um, do you have any like what's like your favorite cart that we offer?
The old carts or the new carts?
Let's go with old ones and then we'll do new ones. I just did a racing room penalty there. I just ran someone off the road. Anyway, go ahead.
84. That was the best cart that they had for the longest time. 84.
Why?
It was just so much faster than all the other ones. I don't know, like if there was just something they did different with that one, like adjustment wise, but it was just like always a couple tenths faster than the second best cart.
Huh. And what about the new cart? Oh, there goes Riker. I tried not to give it up, but there he goes. Anyway, and what about nowadays? What's your favorite cart nowadays?
90, 95, and 88, and maybe 77 on a good day.
Yeah. Yow. Sorry, that's just reflexes. Anyway, yeah, that's yeah. I like 95. Probably 95 is probably my favorite cart. 77's a little bit weird. It doesn't have a front livery on the front panel that goes up to your steering wheel. That is just black.
I
And
like it.
what is it? 88 that you said?
Yeah, I think I've had a couple good races with 88 through between last year and this year. I tend to get that one a fair bit, so.
Right on, right on. Just coming through. Have you had any bad crashes through the bowl?
Not like bad, but I've been wrecked a couple times there, which really sucks. But most of or like 90% of the time, most of the crashes I've had aren't my fault.
Okay. Oh no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Maybe I'm. Maybe,
Maybe like
Is it-
50%.
okay, now it's 50%. Okay, 50-50 if he spins himself or someone spins him. Go ahead.
No, but I mean, I had one. I think last week I was running decent and I got dumped on the last lap.
I will do more foreshadowing there. I will show you the I have a photo of him being all like dirty and like dirt all over him. It's quite the funny photo.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like I was not happy about it, and then the guy tried apologizing to me after the race, but I was just not in the mood to hear it because he races on Wednesdays, so he's not even a regular, and he comes and he wrecks the people that race on Tuesdays. So
Yeah, that's definitely annoying when they're I just this was like the point where I was like, okay, this is not going good. There's something wrong with my cart. This is the point where I was like, yeah, there's something wrong with my cart. But yeah, that sucks when there's like a different day guy and he shows up and ruins your race. That's the worst.
I'm remembering one guy from my second year. Never learned the guy's name, but his name was White Air Force. That's what I called him. He was the most dirty driver ever. He wrecked me 4 races in a row, and he was just like he wrecked everybody. He didn't care. He just like and didn't like do anything about it after. He like wrecked people and then hid in his car the entire time. He had a like white BMW, but it wasn't a nice BMW. It was like a beater car.
Sounds amazing. Did he race with you guys like often? Is it like your normal race day or is it a different race day?
Yeah, he was a regular, and this was back when I was in teen, because I'm an adult now. But teen, that was an experience that was fun, but not at the same time.
I bet. Just coming through. I believe I spin here. I'm not too sure. We're gonna find out in a second. But I'm pretty sure I hit the curb and I just No, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. No, never mind. But yeah, I end up the last little bit. It was not my finest moment in here.
Also, do you prefer like a small group, a big group, or like a medium-sized group when you're racing?
I like a small group because we all know each other and it's just more fun than a big group. Like I was in Teen Light last year and Teen Light was very fun because there was like 8 people, not even, maybe like 7. And we all knew each other. We all huddled together and we all talked. It was just like a nice little community that I had. And now it's teen and there's like 17 drivers in my group this year and it's just complete chaos and nobody knows each other and it's just like we don't know if he's gonna drive dirty. We don't know if he's gonna drive clean because like, oh, this is where I spin. Yeah, I just lose bench traction and the guy behind me just catches up. This I was really angry here when he passes me because he's like an Uber driver and I don't like it when new drivers pass me. Anyway, yeah, team. I like a small group, like a small group of 5 to 7. That's like my ideal group, I guess. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not really a fan of small groups because I end up putting too much expectations on myself. I enjoy like larger groups because I've had larger groups majority of the time. It's like all the time I'm racing with like 12 to 19 people. And like last race, I think there was like 18 people in my group. So
That's rough. Uh, how many times like is your like average crash rate for you?
well, I never have light crashes. Every time I crash, they're always like extremely aggressive or no, they're either like the lightest crashes to ever happen or some of the most aggressive crashes that have ever happened. So they're either like a 1 or like a 9 on like the like
Scale of 10,
yeah,
like the
like out of
scale of
10.
10. All right. Usually scale of 1 to 10, I usually have like 3 to 4. But like, what about like per season? How many races like crashes do you have?
Honestly, that depends cuz first year was kind of yeah, 2024 I actually didn't crash once. Or in the dry, I crashed a couple times in the rain, but in the dry, I didn't crash once. Then last year, I got had a couple. And this year, I've had a couple worse than each other, but I've had a few that have not been enjoyable.
Yeah, rain races are just like the best excuse possible because like everybody spins because it's just impossible because our these are rental carts and they don't have like what's the word
Wet
right,
weather.
yeah, wet tires. I really, this is last lap I believe and I'm just trying to pass this guy but I can't, just can't get by him. Anyway, he passes me and then he cuts me off and here's the checker flag and I am angry, yay. Anyway, well, that is it for the day today. I think he wants to let me pass here, but he's new, so he doesn't really understand. Like I'm not allowed to pass. Anyway, yeah. All right, this is the end of the race. Well, nice having you. Probably, maybe, hopefully later in the season you can come by and hang out and do another one of these voiceovers. But thanks for coming, Enzo.
Yeah, it was nice having me, or nice for you to let me join.
Great grammar there. All right. See you next time, guys. See you next week.